Welcome back to another configuration guide on how to configure your router for your Simply Broadband connection. In this video, we're going to be going over more specifically the ASUS ROG Rapture GT AX11000 router, and more specifically how to set up your internet connection and also how to configure your network name and password. So first things first, as always, open up a web browser. And we're going to head over to the address bar and we're going to type in 192.168.50.1 and we're going to search that. And so you should be redirected to this page here, so you can scan the QR code with your phone if you want to continue through your phone, or you can click here and then click yes. And so as you can see, this is saying our connection is not private, so we're just going to click on advanced and click proceed. So you'll be welcomed to this kind of quick start wizard here. And so we're going to go through the quick start wizard first, and then we'll go back and do a bit more of a manual configuration. So we're going to click advanced settings here, and we're going to be prompted to either choose an operation mode or to upload a configuration file. So obviously I don't have one of these right now. And so we're going to click on choose operation mode. We want our operation mode to be set to wireless router. For WAN connection type, this is all dependent on which WAN port you're connected to on your router, as this router has two, basically the 2.5G and the 1 gigabit WAN port. I'm connected to the 1 gigabit WAN port, so I'm going to select that one. And once we're prompted for the internet connection type, as you can see, we have all of the classic options, but we have special requirements from ISP and DHCP option. So we're going to tick the special requirement from ISP. And once we've ticked that, we can go ahead and click on automatic IP. And then once we're on the special requirements page, we're going to go ahead and set the ISP profile to manual. Then we're going to set the internet VID to 10 and just make sure that the priority is on 0, and we can click next. And so now this is where we can change our network name and password. And so as you can see, currently the 2.4 and the 5G networks are separated. And as you can see down here, it's currently separated. I'm going to untick this just for simplicity's sake, so that they're both one network basically, and the router will decide which kind of connection to use for you at its own will basically. So for network name, I'm just going to name this new Wi-Fi with a password. There you go. And I'm just going to go ahead and click apply. Now it's asking us to set up a local login. So for this one, I'm going to name it admin with a password the same as my Wi-Fi password. Of course, I don't recommend using the same password for everything, as it's just not the most secure thing to do. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to go ahead with this. So I'm going to click on next. And as you can see, it's going to come up with this little message here. So it's going to say you have changed your SSID or security setting. This will result in wireless clients disconnecting. Please adjust client settings for connecting again. And so basically, the router's going to do a tiny little reboot, and then we will head to this router page here. And so I will catch you guys in a little moment. And once we're back in, you should be greeted with this sign-in page here. So we're going to enter in our local password and username. And if it comes up with something like this, all we're going to do is retype in the IP address, hit continue and all this good stuff, and then you'll be greeted with this login page. And we just log in, and you should see that we are connected on the internet status. And so that is how you use the quick setup to set up your internet connection for your router, and also how to change your Wi-Fi network settings using that quick setup. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through a bit more of a manual setup. So I will see you guys in one moment. Okay, now that I've gone ahead and done another factory reset, we'll go through the manual configuration. So again, opening up that web browser and heading to that web address of 192.168.50.1 and continuing on through it. And this time we're just going to click on create a new network. And then we're going to go immediately into manual setting. Did that one a bit fast, sorry about that. So again, manual setting. And we're going to do WAN connection type as the 1 gigabyte. Special requirements by ISP. And then automatic IP, again back into manual, internet VID of 10, set up your Wi-Fi, and set up your password. Then give yourself a local login. And obviously make sure that your passwords are the same. And then again, you'll reach this step where we have to wait for it to reboot. So wait for that one to be fully finished. And again, you'll be greeted with this sign in page. So sign yourself in. And then once we're in here, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to advanced settings and we're going to click on WAN. And so we just need to check off some settings to make sure it's all correct. So WAN connection type on automatic IP, that's correct. Enable WAN, we want on yes. Enable NAT, we want on yes. NAT type, we're going to switch to full cone. Enable UPnP, we can have on whatever it's set on default, we can leave it as is. And same thing with enable WAN aggregation. Again, all of these settings for the DNS server or DNS settings we can leave as default. And then we're going to scroll down, and then we're going to come down to account settings. We want authentication to be on none. And if we look down further, we can leave everything else on default, and then we're going to click apply. And so it's going to apply those settings. And once it's finished, what we're going to do next is we're actually going to come back under advanced settings once more, and we're going to click into LAN. And so we're just going to make sure that the VLAN ID is all set correctly. So we're going to come up to these headers here, and we're going to click into IPTV. And as you can see, because we did set it to manual setting and internet VID 10, those are already set. And so next what we can do is just click on dashboard, and we should see that our internet status is connected. And so that is how you're going to go through a manual configuration. Thank you for watching.
Hello there. What the hell?